My name is Emily Snow, and I have been at Peace since 1989 when my parents came and started attending. My parents are Robert and Cheryl Newton. My older sister is Kristen Perry, and her family have been at Peace. My younger sister is Kendra Schock, and her family and her husband's family are members of Peace. And I have been at Peace for a while. My story today that I'd like to share with you is about children's ministry. During COVID, let me go back. I have two children. One is 10 and one is 7. And during COVID, I really kind of saw the effects of the shutdown where kids were at home away from school and even trying to come back into the school system, some of the struggles and the challenges that they were having connecting the kids. And when we were able to bring back Sunday school to the children's ministry program, I volunteered to be a Sunday school teacher because I knew I wanted my kids involved and I wanted to help that program get going again. One day there was a family that wasn't able to be there and they were homesick, and so I had offered to FaceTime in, and I snuck into Farah's class with the FaceTime camera so the kids on the FaceTime could see what's going on in class. And my daughter didn't know that I had come in the room. The lesson that day was about Jesus suffering and that Jesus suffers so you don't have to. Shanda had the classroom set up almost in the therapy style. The kids were on their backs, pillows behind their heads, laying out, and her comments were, do you suffer? And my daughter opened her heart up in that class without me knowing. I was standing in the back corner on FaceTime, and she went into the story about how she is suffering. It's so hard to be making friends right now. Kids are not always nice, that school is really hard for her. She's really struggling. And it was so sweet to hear Shanda's message back to her about how she doesn't need to suffer like this, that Jesus is there for her. He doesn't want her to suffer, and he wants to take away those sufferings. And that is why he died on the cross. And giving a child that outlet to almost like a coping mechanism, a place to go when they are not feeling well or they're not thinking right or they are suffering in their hearts, is such a powerful thing to give kids. And it really was powerful for me. And of course, I'm backing out of the classroom. I don't want my daughter to know I'm in there listening to her pour her heart out. And it was very humbling for me to hear that and to see that and witness it, because for my own child, it's very important that she has those outlets. Also, as a Sunday school teacher myself, I've been doing this since we came back from COVID, and I love getting to know your children, the children in this church right now. I get to know their names, I get to know their personalities, I get to high-five them in the hallways, and it brings such joy to me, and also to know that sometimes my messages and the words that I'm giving them every Sunday in Sunday school are empowering them to go out into the world and cope with all the things that little kids cope with or deal with. And there is power in that. And that's one of the reasons why I truly believe Sunday school and children's ministry and student ministry is so important, because this is the foundation for our students. This is the foundation for our kids and our church and our community. And they need to hear us, and not just in a church sitting and listening. They need to be able to interact with people and be more hands-on and tactile in those rooms and in those spaces, playing games and connecting with people and kids their age. It's been really powerful for me to witness that as a Sunday school teacher and in children's ministry through my children. Some advice I have for families coming to Peace are: bring your children to the children's ministry and student ministry events. Get them involved. As a young person growing up in Peace, so much of the foundation of my spiritual life was built in this building here at Peace and in these youth groups and activities that were offered to me. I think it's very easy for families to come to events like Fall Fest, but it goes deeper when they have chances to be in smaller groups in student ministry and children's ministry and Sunday school classrooms. It really gives them more of an opportunity to speak and connect with other kids their age and find those stories, find how they matter in their lives, and find how they can share those out into the world. If you are thinking about volunteering your time at Peace, give Children's Ministry an opportunity. There are many ways to volunteer through VBS or Sunday school, or just being a substitute on a Sunday when someone maybe is absent. It's a great way to get yourself involved and meet and learn about the young people in our congregation.